made it to the league. This is not Pac-10.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor, on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. The Broncos at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Short throw to Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Taylor will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the... Yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And able to get this to the 31. 2nd down and 6 now. From the shotgun. Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Love to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Back to the ground with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Love. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That's complete to Tony. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Wilson. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Wilson will throw again. Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Final play of the half, Love. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's gonna be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Running left, it's Hall. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now 2nd and 5. Love, he's going to change the play here. From the 41, Love. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Paul again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give to Hall running right.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A give running right is Hall. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 46 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
On the handoff, Taylor.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
He's got his man. That's Vele.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
He'll take this to the 46.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Wilson to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
19 tight. Hurt. Trap 60. Warrior 70. Curve 19. 18. Right in.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here we go, set. 18 rep.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Love. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
That tremendous return put them in field goal range right now. But I look at the overtime rules and know that a touchdown ends the game. I don't want to just settle for 3 there. I want to go ahead and get 6 right now.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
16, 19 tight, 19 tight.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. We'll get that complete to Vele. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.